Yo, what's going on people? It's your boy Ape Huncho back at you again with another video. And so today's video, I've got two stories that have recently popped up in the news that I wanted to go over because normally people associate knife crime with gangs up and down the UK, but we have to understand that there's a much wider and deeper issue when it comes to knife related crime, and it isn't always gang related either. The first story I want to take you guys through happened yesterday, where one of the UK's wealthiest people was murdered in his home after being stabbed to death. 83-year-old Sir Richard Lexington Sutton, who was, as of last year I believe, classed as the 435th wealthiest person in the UK, with a net worth of around £301 million after inheriting his title and estate from his father, was found dead in his £2 million mansion after emergency services had been called to the Moorhill address last night. They had rushed to the scene after receiving a call from a member of the public who was concerned for the welfare of the occupants of the house at around 7:30 p.m. When they arrived, they found Sir Richard Sutton suffering from fatal stab injuries, and he would go on to be pronounced dead at around 9:15, whilst a 60-year-old woman believed to be his wife was airlifted to Southmead Hospital in Bristol, where today her condition was described as critical. Around 3 hours later, a 34-year-old man believed to be known to the victims was arrested on suspicion of murder in Hammersmith, and although he did go on to be arrested, he did have to be taken to hospital by police for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. Detective Inspector Simon Huxter of Dorset Police's Major Crime Investigation Team said, "Our thoughts are with the family of the man who sadly died and the injured woman at this extremely difficult time, and they are being supported by specially trained officers. We will be carrying out a full investigation to establish exactly what happened at the address, and I would appeal to anyone who saw or heard anything suspicious to get in contact with the police immediately." Which then brings us swiftly on to our next story, and for this one we've got to head over to Bootle in Liverpool, and this one is quite as shocking as the first story, if not more, as we've recently had news that a 12-year-old boy was rushed to hospital yesterday after being stabbed multiple times. So to paint a picture of what exactly has happened here, it's believed that the 12-year-old boy who had been stabbed, well, his 8-year-old sister was having a birthday party on Southport Road in Bootle, Liverpool. At some point as the party was going on, it's being reported that the 12-year-old could have potentially been throwing stones, and this would prompt two young adults who police say are 18 and 21 years old to ambush this party, targeting this 12-year-old child, punching and kicking him first before stabbing him multiple times on a bouncy castle. Although other reports do claim that the boy and his friend had gone to the corner shop and were returning to the party when an argument had broke out with these two men. Describing the events, his grandmother told the Liverpool Echo, quote, "It was terrible. They came straight in from the back garden and went for him, punching and kicking him, and then stabbed him 3 times. There was a lot of blood, so we just tried to keep pressure on the wound until the ambulance came. There was around 14 children in the garden, and we got them inside as quick as we could." The boy was rushed to hospital where he will need surgery and is expected to remain in hospital for a few nights, but after being stabbed multiple times in the leg, his condition is believed to be non-life threatening, and I do believe non-life changing. As of right now, no arrests have been made and inquiries are ongoing. And so as you can see, both stories here highlight issues with knife crime that we have in the UK that aren't necessarily related to gangs. The reason I highlight this is because it just goes to show you the real issue in the UK that we have with knife related crimes. And here I've only highlighted 2 stories, but it would only take one Google search to see that this is happening more than often, and it isn't just people that are in gangs either. I mean, for a 12-year-old boy to be stabbed in front of a group of other children that were more than likely younger than him as well, by young adults, is quite shocking to say the least. Now luckily in that case he went on to survive, but could you imagine if he went on to die in this situation? All of these children would have quite literally witnessed a murder in broad daylight at a children's birthday party, and that there is a real cause for concern. Now, I do want to take this time out just to say rest in peace to Sir Richard Sutton, and I am hoping that his wife, who hasn't currently been named, can go on to make a full recovery in this situation. And for this young boy also that was stabbed, I am hoping that he can go on to recover from his situation as well. But let me know what you guys think of this down in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.